Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to Stardew Valley. In the last episode, we went back into the mines after a very long break from them, just to try to slay some of those red slimes for one of our quests. And thankfully we did manage to complete it, but we were completely overwhelmed by those awful bats in the mines instead. So we didn't actually make any honest progress on the mines, I guess. We weren't able to get to another one of the elevators, but we will go back there eventually, especially now that we received a recipe for another one of those rings. Let's see if we can find it in here somewhere. We do still have like the warrior ring and the sturdy ring that we can make, but the ring of Yoba is what we received yesterday for leveling up in, was it combat or mining? It must have been combat because look at that, occasionally shields the wearer from damage. Okay, so I think this is definitely one that would be very beneficial for us to make, and look at that, it actually takes a diamond. That's particularly nice because we do have a diamond sitting in our chest right now. Believe it or not, we managed to find a diamond yesterday, so how fitting would it be if we use this diamond to make that ring of Yoba for our little farmer? That would be absolutely perfect, as long as we have enough gold and enough iron, though thankfully we have so much of that sitting in our chest that I don't think we're going to have a problem at all. So why don't we go ahead and make this ring of Yoba with our brand new diamond. Alright, so we were going to save that actually as a potential gift for one of the villagers, but honestly, this is going to help us out quite a bit next time we go into the mines. So let's see if we can place this right on Jess. There we go. So occasionally we'll be shielded from the damage that we take in the mines, and I think Jess is going to feel much safer going into the mines after this. So we'll place all of the rest of our materials back in the chest, and I think we do need to grab up our watering can too. Now today is actually Shane's birthday, so we do know that Shane, of course, always goes to the saloon at night, so I'm not too worried about actually finding him. And instead, during the day, I think what we're going to do is do just a little bit more work on the farm. I'm actually hoping that maybe we can make more preserves jars today, because pretty soon, I think our strawberries are actually going to be ready. So the hope is that maybe we could make a whole bunch of preserves jars, just like we have over here, and then we can make sure that we turn some of our different types of strawberries into jams, because that should give us a little bit of a boost, just like when we turn our eggs into mayonnaise. I would like to make sure that we take care of some of the chores on our farm first though, so let's go ahead and get our milk pail out as well. You know, I think it might be a good idea for us to plant some of these coffee beans back in the ground too. I'm a little bit worried because I'm not quite sure if they're going to wither when the season changes. It does say that you can plant them in either the spring or the summer, so I'm hoping that this is going to stick around through the next season that's coming, but I'm not entirely sure, so we're kind of playing with fire here as far as the coffee beans go. But we'll go ahead and milk our cows, of course, so that we can get some more milk to hopefully turn into cheese. We do have 7 pieces of cheese, I believe, in our fridge right now, so I'm not too worried about saving any more of that, because I think that is plenty. That is plenty for now anyway, especially as we don't even have our peppers yet to make the pepper poppers for Shane. We will be sneaking that pepper popper from our fridge to go give to Shane today though, once we do find him. I'm probably in the saloon. I would imagine that that would be the best place for us to try to find him, since we know that is exactly where he is going to be later on tonight. So we won't have to worry about running around town trying to figure out exactly where he is. And no, do not eat that large egg, especially not on Shane's birthday. I don't think he would be very impressed. I mean, that's actually a very high quality egg too. Look at that, a gold star large egg. So hopefully that's going to give us some very nice mayonnaise so that we can get some extra gold. We have 11,000 gold now, and I do want to make sure that we're saving some gold over so that we'll have plenty of funds to buy a whole bunch of different seeds for the summertime. So that's why I'm holding off on possibly upgrading our buildings right now, or even buying some upgrades for our backpack in particular. I mean, we just have one more upgrade to buy, but I do want to make sure that we're going to have enough funds to properly take us through the summer as well. So once springtime comes to an end, we'll kind of reevaluate exactly where we are as far as gold goes. But I do have some extra materials way up here in this chest to hopefully spruce up the area where we're going to place all of our preserves jars. And there's our coffee already. All right, so we have this ready for somebody, possibly as a gift in the town. And I think this time, instead of giving this to Harvey, maybe we should go give it to Kent. So next time we're out and about in the town and we happen to run into him, we'll see if maybe he would also like our fresh coffee as well, because Harvey really seemed to appreciate it. But as far as the preserves jar goes, we will need some wood and some stone, and I believe it's coal too to craft these, and I want to make make sure that we have a lot of these sitting down here so that we can have a whole bunch of different types of jams smelting away. Now, I think it would probably also be a good idea for us to maybe make some more of these campfires too. So in order to do that, I believe we need some fiber. I'm not 100% sure on that, but let's see if that is the case. We can make them, there we go, so 2 campfires. We'll make some campfires for us, and then we also definitely want to make our preserves jars. So a ton of these. I'm not sure exactly how many we're going to be able to make, but we do have a lot of wood, and of course we have a lot of stone too, thanks to our Stardew Valley dad who sent us some very high quality stone. So hopefully these preserves jars will also be very, very high quality too. Now I think it might be a good idea for us to actually clear out a little bit more of this area so that we have a little bit more space and so that we know that we can see exactly what we're doing. And my inventory is actually full right now. So let's go ahead and place down some of these things just to get rid of some of these jars. I'm planning on something similar to what we have up here where we have all of our smelting equipment and all of our recycling machines too. So we'll just do kind of the same design, I guess. We'll go ahead and place some of these different pathways down here just to kind of spruce up the place a little bit. There we go. And then we'll place the campfires right in the middle because that does actually light up the area for us. So we don't have to worry about all of those torches. I have so many torches just kind of littered around the place. We will have to make some more of these wooden pathways, I believe. A couple more of these, but otherwise I think this will look very, very nice for our little area with all of our preserves jars, I guess. And it's going to be very close to our crops too, so I won't have to worry about possibly forgetting to place our crops in here because that is the other concern of mine. But let's just place a couple of these in here so that we can hopefully make some more room in our pockets. We definitely need that right now. And yeah, this is going to be quite a few of these jars, but that also means that we'll have a very nice bonus of gold. So let's place the rest of these down right over here, and I think this will be good for now. I mean, 8 of these preserves jars in one little circle, that seems like it is definitely going to be enough for us at the moment. And then we can go ahead and place some more of these pathways over here and our campfires and whatnot, just so that it looks the same on the other side too. There we go. And then if we clear out just a little bit more of this, all of this grass in the way and all of these trees as well. We still have quite a few trees down here, I guess. I did clear out quite a bit of the farmland, but this is kind of that little tiny bit of the place that I didn't manage to chop down completely. We did have to gather up a lot of wood before, so I'm not surprised that most of this has been cleared out by now. But yeah, just a little bit more. If I get rid of this tree, then we should be able to see properly. There we go. And then we'll have to go ahead and collect all of that wood that kind of fell in this forest over here later. But for now, if we could just make a couple more of these pathways, hopefully I'll be able to with the wood that we have. There we go. If we make 3 more of these, then we should have just enough to place in all of these empty spaces. And then it is just down to creating some more of those jars to go around this area too. So let's light this up, and then I think we probably want to try to find the pepper poppers in our fridge because it is getting a little bit late, and oh my goodness, all of these different items for us to collect, all of our cheese, all of our mayonnaise, and even some honey too. Some blue jazz honey, which is also going to give us a little bit of a boost in funds thanks to the blue jazz that we're growing right next to it. I think actually our blue jazz seeds should be ready soon. I mean, they've been growing for quite a while, so we might have even more of those flowers to give around the town pretty soon. But there we go. We'll sell off all of those items and we'll place our seeds and whatnot back in our chest. And then I think we will take a trip down to the saloon and see if maybe Shane is around so that we can wish him a happy birthday because we don't want to miss his birthday, of course. So there we go. We'll go ahead and place our extra tiny little stone path back in this chest as well so that I don't lose track of this. I placed most of our extra building materials back here just so that we don't lose track of those either. And we have a cow in our little smelting area. What on earth are you doing, little Flora? You're all the way up here. I'm actually surprised that she made it up here. Hopefully she's going to be able to find her way back to her barn. My goodness. Okay, so she's just kind of checking out the area. Maybe she wants to come in and observe our house too. Who knows? Let's see though. Let's go ahead and grab our pepper poppers. So this is going to be Shane's gift for his birthday. And let's bring that over to the saloon because it is 5 p.m. So I'm assuming that he should be there pretty soon. If he's not there right now, then he will definitely be there very, very shortly. Oh, we have a leek over here too. We can't forget the leeks. There we go. 2 leeks, in fact. All right. So I think our foraging skill helped us out with that. Yeah, we definitely also want to find the leeks. That is one of my top priorities for the springtime season because if we get a whole bunch of these, then George is going to be very, very happy with us, I think, as we continue to give him leeks all throughout the year, especially when it's not typically in season. So let's see. Is Shane in here right right now. There he is, over by the fireplace. And oh, Kent's in here too. I didn't realize that he spent so much time in the saloon either. But let's give Shane his birthday gift, his nice, lovely pepper poppers, which we know he absolutely adores. You remembered my birthday? I'm impressed, thanks. And look at that, he has 8 hearts now, so I'm pretty sure that also means that he's like on the very, very tippity top of our little social bar here. There we go. So it is very, very likely that we could possibly ask him to the flower dance this time, because that is also coming up very soon. But let's talk to Kent over here. Jody tells me you've really become a part of this community. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, Kent, he's basically the only one that we don't really know in that family right now. So that's why I definitely want to make sure that we bring him our fresh coffee so that we can get to know him just a little bit better. I would imagine that he probably has some special scenes to share with us as well. But since we don't know him very well at all, we haven't been able to see any just yet. And Penny is down here walking the kids home again, of course, like she always does. Things changed a lot after the Joja Mart went up. It's been really bad for Pierre's shop. Mom loves Joja Mart though. The prices are cheap, so she can afford a lot more there than she ever could at Pierre's. Yeah, Pierre is another one that we definitely need to get to know better. I mean, it seems like every single time we give him a gift, he just absolutely hates it. But he does have a quest over here on his bulletin board, so let's see. Oh my gosh, this again, wanted a slime hunter to slay 4 red slimes in the deep lava caverns of the local mines. Well, I mean, we did pretty good last time. We did very, very good last time, and we do have our very special ring on us now too, our ring of Yobas, so maybe we can do that. Maybe that would be a good thing to do tomorrow. I don't think there's any special things going on in the town tomorrow anyway, so that might be a good thing for us to really take a look at. We'll have to see what our luck is like though. We'll have to see if it'll be a particularly lucky day. Last time I believe it said that the spirits were very, very neutral, so we didn't have to worry too much about any really nasty things, I guess. Though those bats were pretty bad. I mean, there were bat invasions after bat invasions. They just completely overwhelmed me at the time. Oh my gosh, and our little pickles are ready too. What did we actually place in here? Pickled green beans. Okay, that doesn't sound very good, but we'll go ahead and place these right in the bin to sell off, because that again should give us just a little bit of extra gold instead of just selling the regular green beans themselves. And I think we also have, yeah, like one random little parsnip down there. It looks like our cauliflower is almost ready as well, so we'll have to pick that up too as soon as it grows. Though I mean, should we actually place the parsnip in one of these preserve jars? I mean, we might as well, right? We might as well go ahead just to give us that extra boost. And I believe all of our animals are in for the night, right? Let's just take a quick peek in here. There we go. So everyone's in. We might as well shut their barn doors. We'll go ahead and do the same for our chickens too, so that they're nice and cozy for the nighttime, and then we can open them in the morning when hopefully it is going to be nice and sunny. I suppose we could always check the weather report if we wanted to see if that is the case. So let's just very, very quickly go ahead and make a couple more of these preserves jars to place on the other side for now. I think that would be a good idea just to use up a little bit more of this wood that we have in here, a little bit more of the stone, and our coal too. Thankfully, we had plenty of materials to use, though I am definitely going to have to go on a bit of a resource run later on. So 2 more preserves jars. We'll go ahead and place that on the right side of our little preserves area. And for that matter, we could actually grab these up too and move them down. We might as well just place them all in the same place, and then we can leave this pathway clear. There we go. So we are going to have an absolute ton of jam when all of this is said and done. Once we can finally harvest all of these strawberries from our fields, though I do want to hopefully save some over as gifts. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a very nice gift for some of the people in the town, but it is getting very, very late now, so we better move Jess into the house so that she can go to bed. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the next few days are actually clear. We have the flower dance coming up on a Wednesday, so we'll have to keep track of that. But I think, if I remember correctly, the strawberries should be ready just before the flower dance. So hopefully that is the case, and then we can start making all of our different strawberry jams, and we can also give them around as the gifts as well. And hello, little Daisy, I forgot to pat your head today, didn't I? I'm so sorry. I probably forgot to give her water too. Oh no. Well, hopefully she can get some water from inside the house. I'm sure I have a bowl set out here somewhere for our little kitty. Of course we would. We would make sure that she is nice and well fed inside our house. But in the next episode, we might actually go ahead and try out our new ring that we have on our little farmer. Our ring of Yoba, I believe it was. We'll see if that helps us out any as we try to slay some more of those red slimes for the next quest. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys!